Now at 6, the school year in McDonald County begins to kick off with a new teacher academy. Plus, new Tigers walk the halls of Carthage High School with some mentors to show them the ropes. And the Crawford County Sheriff's Department begins an investigation into this mysterious headstone.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
McDonald County kicks off the school year with a new teacher academy. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. The event gave first-year teachers an introduction to their classes. KOAM's Ty Parks has that story.
And our motto here is every child, every day, whatever it takes. That's our motto in McDonald County. And so we want teachers who have the heart for students and really will dig deep and help them in every way possible and prepare them to be able to go to the next grade level.
McDonald County Schools is doing a new teacher academy where they show the first-year teachers the ropes of how to lead a classroom. Teachers like Emily.
A little nervous, but I think, especially in McDonald County, I've got a lot of great mentorship programs and things like that, so I think they're going to really help aid me in a lot of great ways.
All new teachers in the McDonald County school system from first grade all the way up to high school attend this class.
Just setting the procedures right, really be intentional with it. I've got a running document currently that I'm trying to think of all the little things and just get really good effective with it. So.
The class is designed to show them the day-to-day expectations they are not always taught in college.
Well, I think some of the things that's left out maybe possibly in our university and college classes for teachers are the fact that your students maybe don't know how to line up properly. They don't know how to walk properly in a hallway. And so sometimes you're teaching them every little thing to prepare them for school life. And that helps us then when we get to classroom time and we're ready to teach them, they're ready to go.
This was started so the new teachers will not feel so isolated in their positions.
A better community, like a sense of that, who I can lean on for support and things like that. Also just setting that foundation right. And just go in with a positive mindset.
In McDonald County, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
Getting rid of the nerves is a primary goal of this academy, and starting the year off on the right foot. Classes begin on August 19th. Carthage High School held its freshman orientation today. The newest Tigers teamed up with the CHS Link crew, a group made up of trained upperclassmen leaders who mentor the incoming freshmen. New students participated in campus tours, icebreaker activities, and team building games.
I think Carthage High School is so welcoming. We work really hard to just have the freshmen be just as important and appear to all of the seniors. I think we're really welcoming.
The Tigers' new school year begins 1 week from today. City of Fayetteville and Fayetteville Public Schools plan to put a $100,000 grant from the Arkansas Department of Transportation to go to use of the ahead of the school year. The grant money will go toward SRTS, or the Safe Routes to School plan. City plans to the school district generates more than 3.5 million vehicle trips every year. It makes up a large portion of daily traffic. The Outdoor Education and Sustainability Coordinator for Fayetteville Public Schools says the plan has multiple purposes.
Schools is interested in looking at a plan for the infrastructure around all of our schools, but it's also focusing on encouragement and getting more people participating in biking and riding to school.
The plan looks at walking, biking, and rolling conditions at all 17 campuses, also surveys parents about what they want for their children. Keene also says encouraging students to walk or bike helps them learn more about their community and sustainability. A big back-to-school event at Pittsburgh's Lincoln Park was cut short today due to rain. Pittsburgh Police Department teamed up with Victory Life Church and the Pittsburgh Fire Department to host this annual event. It was to include a swim at the city pool, Kittyland rides, and food, all free of charge. Some of that did happen. Sponsors also gave away clothes, backpacks, and school supplies for students in kindergarten through 5th grade. It began at 3 this afternoon. It was scheduled to run until 7 this evening, but it ended due to rain just over an hour after it began. The Regional Better Business Bureau is also getting in on back-to-school preparations. The BBB has some online safety advice for kids getting schoolwork online. While the BBB does not collect data from people under the age of 18, they know scammers are targeting children. In last year's Scam Tracker Risk Report, Nearly 10% of parents reported their children had been targeted by scams, and nearly half started online through social media, by phone, gaming platforms, or emails. The Bureau recommends using parental controls, teaching your child the importance of privacy so they can learn safety habits.
A lot of kids may be getting devices to go back to school, and maybe it's their first device. So it's a really good time to start talking about online safety and online privacy. So for example, when you're setting up that device, maybe mom, dad, grandma, grandpa get theirs out as well, and talk through the different security settings, location sharing settings that kids need to know about so they start to understand how to be safe online.
Experts say it's important to be aware of what your children are doing when they're online. Talk with them about the websites they visit and explain the dangers of random links, especially those sent by strangers. These might be phishing links, which of course could collect your child's personal info. Some stormy weather still out there. Let's check in with meteorologist Doug Hetty for a first look.
Yeah, showers, thunderstorms once again for us this afternoon into the evening hours. Some of these have been on the stronger side. A lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, some heavy amounts of rain, and we have had a few severe thunderstorm warnings, meaning low-grade storms, but most of these are just good old summer storms. And of course, some stronger ones. You can see a lot lighter on the Kansas side. The heaviest is kind of right along that I-44 corridor, Tulsa, Veneta, up toward Miami, and then again into southwestern parts of Missouri. Nothing severe at this time, but loud, heavy amounts of rain. So we're looking at Stockton Lake here, lighter rain now along the I-49 corridor. Let's head south into Mount Vernon, also a pretty strong storm. Now all these storms are lifting northeast at about 25 to 30 miles per hour, so they're not moving extremely fast. Another batch moving into Carthage, down toward Diamond, and then east of Neosho, and then a little bit stronger once you get into central parts of McDonald County. Still some thunderstorm chances in the forecast. We'll look at that here in just a bit.
See you soon. Today, the Joplin Police Department announced the name of the infant at the center of a death investigation from last week. Frontier Forensics in Kansas City says it's completed the autopsy on the 9-month-old boy, Anthony Stapp. The investigation into Anthony's death began Thursday following a 911 call for quote, unknown trouble at the Oxford Park Apartments in Joplin. When crews arrived, they discovered the unconscious baby who was not breathing. Despite emergency efforts, Anthony died at the scene. While Frontier Forensics has completed its autopsy, the official results are still pending. The JPD says this is still an open and ongoing investigation. This headstone is at the center of mystery in Crawford County, Kansas. The Sheriff's Department has posted this image of a marker that was recovered from the bed of a stolen truck. It's clearly from an infant's grave, but authorities don't know where it belongs, and they hope you might be able to help. Authorities say the stone does not belong to the owner of the truck. You can find more information, including contact information, at KOAMnewsnow.com. If you plan to do any digging in the Show Me State, we have some information for you. That story is coming up, but up first, a program looks to rehome feral cats to protect them and to protect local birds alike. A new program in Northwest Arkansas looks to rehome feral cats that pose a danger to the area bird population. As Lauren Spencer reports from Fayetteville, the program strives to be a win for wildlife and cat owners alike.
One of the songbird's biggest predators. A feral cat. At Wild Birds Unlimited, they're turning that problem into a win for wildlife.
One cat can kill 50 songbirds a year. Times that, times 13 to 20 years that it lives.
They're working with the Northwest Arkansas Community Cat Project, which traps, spays, and neuters feral cats. Owner of the store, Amber Brewster, then fosters some furry friends in store.
Our bird population is going to continue to grow as we help to get these cats off the street. And also through spay and neutering, you reduce the pet population.
In the last 17 months, they've saved 60 cats while potentially protecting around 3,000 songbirds a year. Those birds, Amber says, are vital to the environment.
Birds eat thousands and thousands of insects, especially during nesting season, the amount of insects that they need to feed to their baby birds. So if you want to control the pest population in your backyard, pick up a bird feeder.
Birds also provide what's called ornithotherapy.
Lowers depression, lowers blood pressure, lowers anxiety.
And while these rehomed cats aren't hunting anymore, they still get the best seat in the house.
So we ask people that adopt the cats from us that they keep them as inside cats. But I always recommend a window feeder. We have a window feeder at our house and we call it Kitty TV.
Finding your new cuddly companion in an unlikely setting.
Cats like to watch birds like we do, so they're your best bird watching buddy.
The NWA Community Cat Project looks to improve the lives of the estimated 50,000 stray, abandoned, or feral cats living in Northwest Arkansas. Still ahead, some of the best young golfers tee off a tournament this week in Joplin. Sports Director Ryan Blank has a preview coming up later in sports.
And we still have some thunderstorms sticking around this evening. Details coming up. Well, again, second day in a row that we've had showers and thunderstorms across the region after about a 3-week lull of not a lot of rain across the region. So it's allowed the grass to really crisp up, including my yard. I can't remember. I probably haven't mowed in 3 or 4 weeks, which I'm okay with that. But now we're getting a little bit of water out there. We've had some stronger storms, a couple low-grade severe storms, but these are mainly just good old summertime storms. You can see them lining up right along that I-44 corridor. Where you do see the darker reds, a little bit of magenta, that is showing us those stronger storms or heavy amounts of rain. And these are all lifting kind of east, northeast at about 25 to 30 miles per hour. Overall, these are going to start to tick down over the next few hours as we start to lose the heating of the day. However, we will see some additional scattered thunderstorms later on tonight. All right, let's take a tour. Let's see what's going on. We still have some moderate showers, Pittsburgh to Columbus over toward Joplin. Stronger once you get up toward Stockton Lake, down toward Greenfield, over toward Mount Vernon. So these are our stronger storms, Mount Vernon to Monette and also Aurora. Let's go back through Newton County and down through McDonald County. So eastern parts of Newton County down into McDonald County. We have some stronger thunderstorms. Let's go into Oklahoma, Miami down I-44 to Veneta, a little bit stronger. And again, these are all lifting northeast, so Grand Lake, you will start to get into the action as we go through the next 15 to 20 minutes. Let me walk you through time. Here's 7:30 p.m. Still, our scattered thunderstorms out there, kind of disappearing by 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock. I do think after midnight, we'll see a few more additional guys kind of uptick as we go toward the morning hours. So we may start the day with a few hit and miss showers, most of the day dry. Once we get into Tuesday afternoon, again, some hit miss little thunderstorms, not near as numerous as what we have seen over the past couple days. Also notice the temperatures, not bad, upper 80s. For afternoon highs. Any thunderstorms that do fire tomorrow afternoon, gone once we lose the heating of the day. Then we kick off Wednesday, kind of comfortable, mid to upper 60s. And then heading into Wednesday afternoon, little popcorn storms. Once again, high temps right around 90 to 91 degrees. Rainfall amounts, we got to see where those heavier bands are setting up. But a lot of us, additional rain, another quarter of an inch, maybe a little bit more once you get along and south of I-44 where those storms are the strongest at this time. 70 in the morning, 82 by noon, high temp, 89 degrees, wet. Here's our nice shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex tower cam. We are looking downtown Joplin through the evening, 70s across the region. Look at this big cool off. I mean, we're sitting into lower 70s, that rain cooled air mass across the region. Humidity still kind of high. This will come down just a bit over the next couple days. And you see what's firing this off. Look at this little upper level wave across the region. Enjoy the little bit cooler temperatures next couple days because it gets hot again. Of course, it's August. Later this week, 89 tomorrow, 91 Wednesday, 94 Thursday, 97s Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Our hottest temperature this year is 98. Haven't hit 100 yet. We average doing that 3 times a year, so I'm okay with that.
We all are. We would prefer to keep it in double digits.
I agree.
Work on that. Thanks. Today is 8/11 Day. Makes sense. It's August 11th. If you don't know what that number means, well, it's a free service that locates the utility lines in your yard and marks them to avoid damaging them as you work. From installing a mailbox to installing a deck, utility companies stress the importance of calling 811. Call it at least 3 days before your project starts. If you do damage a pipeline, do not attempt to stop or slow down the flow of natural gas. Keep everyone a safe distance away and call 911, your utility company, and 811 to report the damage. Still ahead, the Royals and Cardinals are back in action tonight as they look to inch closer and closer to the final wild card seeds. We're going to preview their matchups. And the Roper Honda AJGA golf tournament's taking center stage this week. We're going to hear from the tournament director next.
These were my great-grandparents.
And online, only at Ashley.
While a lot of eyes are on the FedEx Cup playoffs on the PGA Tour, aspiring young golfers are hitting the links this week in Joplin. 78 boys and girls aged 12 to 19 are looking to qualify for the Roper Honda AJGA Junior Championship at Twin Hills Golf Club and Country Club today. 6 boys and 4 girls will advance to the 3-round Junior AM tournament, aimed to prepare the young players for the next step in their golfing careers.
A big goal for us is to grow them not only as golfers, but also as individuals. They write thank you cards at the end of the week, so we just try to build that, build their personalities as golfers, and also realize that what they're doing, they're very lucky to do, and kind of show them and build their skills of appreciation that they're going to need. I think a big thing is just being out here and competing. This is a really strong field this week, and just being out here for the 3 days that they compete and competing against some of the best golfers across the nation, as well as some players from other nations.
After long road trips for both teams, the Royals and Cardinals are back at home and for their home crowds as they begin new series to open the week. Kansas City is coming off a tough weekend themselves, dropping 2 of 3 games in Minnesota against the Twins. After a 9-game road trip, KC returns to Kauffman Stadium for a 3-game set against the Washington Nationals. Last season, the Royals swept the Nationals on the road in D.C. First pitch is at 6:40, with Bailey Falter making his second start for Kansas City. The Cardinals are coming off a big series win in Chicago over the Cubs. St. Louis now has their eyes on revenge as the Rockies travel to Busch Stadium for 3 games. Right after the All-Star break, Colorado took 2 of 3 from the Redbirds back in Colorado in Denver. The Cardinals are only 3.5 games back of that final wildcard spot, with a big opportunity for some wins to start the week. First pitch is at 6:45 with Miles Michaelis towing the rubber for St. Louis. That's it for your sports. We're back after the break.
Southwest Missouri Bank was there. Your first savings date hero.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Researchers are mapping the heat with the goal of helping cities adapt to future heat waves. Plus, we take a look at new research showing many cases of dementia are preventable. And the city of Nevada looks for solutions to prevent future flooding at the city's animal shelter. Those stories, a lot more, is coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Our community's stories are often discovered and uncovered thanks to you, our viewers. We invite you to share your news tips with us. Scan the QR code and you'll be taken to a form where you can submit a tip quickly and easily. Your voice helps to keep our community informed and connected. Thank you for being part of the story. Check out the news tip link. Stormy out there again today, Doug.
We are. We're going to continue with the scattered showers and thunderstorms through the evening hours, kind of calming down definitely after midnight. And still some pop-up storms the next couple days. Temperatures not bad, but it really heats up later this week.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.